Welcome to the Underrated Podcast, episode 43. I am your host, Aunt G, and we're back again. Now, first topic of the day. Snoop Dogg thanks Donald Trump for pardoning Death Row Records co-founder Michael Harry-O Harris. Now, Michael Harry-O Harris was serving time on attempted murder and cocaine trafficking. Hey, I don't judge him. I don't know what's happening. Now, the backstory is that Harry-O helped start Death Row Records with a $1.5 million investment into the company, into the business. And Snoop Dogg wanted him out of prison. And Donald Trump delivered. He actually delivered. Even after all the dissing, for 4 years, he still delivered. So, hey, I know a lot of people are not happy with the pardon situation. We know Weezy, he got pardoned, and also Kodak Black, but not C. Murder or Larry Hoover or Jeff Fort. Now, when it comes to C. Murder, his case is weird, very weird. Because a lot of people are saying that he didn't. Even the witness, their star witness, said that he did not commit the crime. However, I don't know why he's not out of prison. As for Larry Hoover and Jeff Fort, well, it's different in their case because the gangs that splinter off from their leadership is I'm not going to say they're destructive, but what I'm saying is they deem it almost as a terroristic act because of the activities that are involved. That's why a lot of people don't like to say they're in part of a gang, because they know now they're deeming gangs as terrorist organizations. So with that being said, I don't see those guys getting out. Now, I understand the frustration behind C. Murder and even Larry Hoover and Jeff Fort. However, once you get put on the terrorist list, that's it. I'm sorry. And they're not gonna, the United States does not negotiate with terrorists. That's just bottom line. All right, to the next news. Now, let's move on to community activist Dante Barksdale. He was shot midday on a Sunday afternoon in Baltimore City, unfortunately. According to the news reports, Sunday morning, Dante Barksdale was shot in the head around 11:17 a.m. And this one right here, this is what I'm trying not to get emotionally invested in reporting the news. But this is the third time someone had been shot in this no shooting zone in Baltimore City. And it happened to be Dante Barksdale, also known as Tater. He was gunned down in the Douglas Home housing projects. And that's how this activity works in the projects. Now, he was the face of Baltimore's crime-fighting Safe Streets outreach program. And he was also a criminal as well, but he got arrested. He came out of prison in 2009 and he changed his life around. He actually got involved in all types of activity that went on in the streets. He was trying to be a peacemaker. I even seen footage of him break up fights in the middle of the fight. Now, police said they found him with a gunshot wound to the head around 11:15 a.m. Now, This is a statement from the mayor's office. His killing left a community stunned and in mourning. The aftershocks of Barksdale's murder reached all the way up to the mayor's office. Now, Barksdale was a part of the mayor, Brandon Scott's transition team. The mayor called Barksdale a friend and a brother. He's heartbroken at the loss of his beloved community leader, saying in a statement, he was the heart and soul of Safe Streets. His death is a major loss to Safe Streets, the communities they served, and the entire city of Baltimore. They saved lives. Dante Works saved lives. Moorhead also says Barksdale killing won't go unnoticed. The whole city is aware of this. Everyone in their office is aware of this. On everyone in the streets, every blood, every Crip, every PGF member, every GD blood, everyone is aware of this one, he said. Now, I always had my reservations of going out in the streets. And I'll tell you this funny story about me and my mother. And I love my mother to death. And she said, that's the problem. Men like you are not going out in the streets and trying to reach the youth. True, that may be a case. But look what happened. He ain't the only activist that died this year trying to save people in the streets. And I get it. It's a noble and honorable thing to do. And if you're going to go out like that, I get it. But what about his family and kids? Who's going to take care of them? The streets? The people that's telling him to go out in the streets? Are they going to help with his funeral arrangements? Cost? Long term? Short term? I doubt it. So, I understand activists. I do. And I big you up. Because some of you guys, your work is definitely underappreciated and more needed than anything in the world. However, me and G is the activist behind the screen. I'm not going out there because I know the consequence of that. I grew up in that type of activity, in that type of environment. And I know what young kids are thinking at this age. Testosterone levels are at an all-time high at this age. And understandable. It takes a real man to tame and calm down a child. But if that child is not related to you, they don't have that same bond with you. And it's a possibility you could lose your life. Even though it's honorable, you could still lose your life in the streets doing the right thing. And our last topic of the day, Eric Bieniemy. Why hasn't he been hired yet for a head coaching job? It's mind-boggling to me. Like, I'm not, alright, can I keep it real? Can I keep it honest? I'm not on the oppression train. In other words, I feel like if it is, and it could be possible oppression techniques and tactics that people are using, that's cool. Keep using them. I'll just find ways around them. It's wormholes to every portal. In other words, you can work around this stuff and you'll be alright. Depends on what you're trying to do. Especially in entrepreneurship. No one can stop your business. Not unless you give them an opportunity or somehow but they got to be trying hard to snake you. However, back to the situation. Eric Bieniemy has not been hired as a head coach yet, and there's only one vacancy left, and that's Houston. Now, this situation in Houston is tricky, though. I don't know if I was Eric Bieniemy and it's only Houston left, but I know Deshaun Watson does not want to be there anymore. I don't know if I'm that eager to take it, because that quarterback ability in him, you can translate that with your play calling like you did for Patrick Mahomes. But if you don't have that type of quarterback there, I don't know if I'm in a rush to get there, because I'm going to keep it real. The leash is going to be short on you. I give you 2 seasons, and if you have losing seasons, it's gonna be bad. But let me read the statement that Eric Bieniemy gave to press. It's always good to be mentioned and have an opportunity to pursue your dreams, Bieniemy told reporters. And obviously, yes, I want to be a head coach. But when it's all said and done with, my job is to make sure everything that we're doing right now is not to take away from the goals we're trying to accomplish. Very media trained. I like that. I do like it though. I do like that you actually put forth the effort to maintain continuity in your locker room, because you guys one game away from the Super Bowl again. However, it is mind-boggling that this man has not been hired as a head coach when his offense, since Alex Smith, has repeatedly produced enough to be in the playoffs. We're talking about 6+ years of just almost dominance. Really, I'll say, all right, with Alex Smith, he didn't get a lot out of Alex, but they got to the playoffs every year. With Patrick Mahomes, oh my gosh, the field opened up. Of course, he got speedy wide receivers, but the scheme is the scheme, man. It's the scheme. Even Philly hired someone else. I was like, we need him. Look at what we got. Look what we need, a coach like that to galvanize our locker room. I don't even know who we hired. But again, Eric, man, I'll say this: it's chess, okay? It's chess. And if Houston does not keep Deshaun Watson, stay where you are. I know that sounds crazy, but stay where you are. Get another Super Bowl, and then if they still playing, lawsuit. That's all I got to say. Lawsuit. You can take them to court, man. And our last story of the day. D.C., Washington, D.C., the Capitol building that everybody was crying about being sieged. Anyway, D.C. has kicked out National Guard troops after defending it during the inauguration. Now they have to sleep outside instead of in the building, and then come back and report and protect it again. Now, I was a soldier in the U.S. Army, and that's disgusting to me. I don't care how any of y'all feel, but you ain't seen the stuff we seen. You ain't been over there. You ain't been in the field. You ain't been in the sand. So shut up. That's disgusting. You kick out troops that come all the way there. They're National Guard troops. They got other lives too. And then you tell them to sleep outside in the cold. The next time that man call up the National Guard, hang up the phone. You are disgusting. Nasty old man. You gonna kick them out of the Capitol building? Disgusting. And if anybody is cool with it and like it, I don't care if you're a family member. I don't like you. Because guess what? You never been in the field. And those troops have. I've been in the field. I've been overseas. Y'all have no respect for them. At least them. I don't care if you don't like the government or the president. But the troops? If you don't respect the troops, who gonna protect you? I heard one thing that's very true. Don't piss off your battle buddy, because y'all gotta get it in a foxhole together too. I tell you what. Hey, National Guard members. Again, this is episode 43 of the Underrated podcast. I am your host, NG. Make sure you check out my last lessons learned. Lessons learned 11. Pull up your pants. And my last episode of the podcast. Comment, subscribe. Let us know what y'all think about this show in the comment section, y'all. And we out.